Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Cathy here with us all the way from Ontario, Canada, and she is actually a neurodivergent coach. She's written a number of books. And Cathy, please introduce yourself and your business to our audience.
Hi, I'm happy to be here. I have written children's books to help children with their anxiety. And since then, I've realized that it's the parents that need a lot of support and guidance. So I've written a book called Discovering the BellyFlies Method. And I've created this BellyFlies Method to ease the frustration of the parents and the children. And I've been explaining this. BellyFlies is an acronym, and it has like B is for believe, and it goes on to all the different letters. And I'm really excited to share this and help parents and the children too.
Totally, yeah, that's great. And then also you mentioned that you're doing some coaching as well. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So when parents join me, well, the book will use it as a tool, and then I give support and explain more detail about the BellyFlies method, and just be there for them to kind of sort things out. I know every day is different in a neurodivergent household, and everything is trial and error. But sometimes people need support that they're just not getting.
Totally. And what are the typical sort of issues neurodivergent children are facing, and how do you help them with this?
I think getting their voice heard is uh, is really hard for them to do because they may not be able to express themselves, or a parent may be too busy or too um, you know involved to be able to let them voice um, their demands or their needs and requirements. So we go through the different steps of calming and teaching them to um, take, like, create a different atmosphere for their child and be in it with them so that they're not judging the child. They're not saying, this is how you do things. You're saying, what is it that you want to do in a way that they'd understand. And every
Yes.
child is so different.
Totally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree 100%. And on top of that, like, what's one major piece of advice you can give to people that actually have children who are neurodivergent?
Um, accept them. Don't try to change them. Accept them for who they are, but help them to accept themselves for who they are. So if they want a hamburger with lettuce on the outside, is there really anything wrong with that? We say there is, but there's not. So find that, like, choose the battles. Don't have to change the child, but just understand. And if they have a temper tantrum, what is it for? Like, maybe they're tired or hot or overstimulated with sound or lights or people. And if we understand, if we can say, I understand you're overwhelmed, but I can help you better if you use your words. And that might work and it might not. So then we have to go to the next step and say, okay, let's just calm down. And one of the acronyms is F is for focus. And it's focus on calm until settled. So they would choose a picture that they love or something that they love and just sit there. Maybe the parent is sitting behind them, holding them, and you could just feel everything melting away, and then they can carry on.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice. Absolutely. And so, if someone wants to actually connect to you, learn more about you, or just, find out more about your books, how they can do that?
They can go to bellyfliesmethod.com, or they can email me at Cathy at bellyfliesmethod.com. And I would love to chat with people um, if they want to know if they could use the support. We can have a free little 15-minute conversation and see if it's right for them. Um, yeah, that's how they can get hold of me.
Okay, great. So I can share definitely the link in the description of this episode, and on top of that, BellyFlies method. So can you just tell us a little bit more about this, the method you have there?
Sure. Okay, I can go through it.
Hmm.
B is for believe. So if you believe in yourself and you believe that you're doing your best that you can be, then you can help your child believe in themselves. And just remembering that you're unique as well as the child is unique. And E is for engage emotions. So to name the emotion that they're having and say, this is what sad looks like, and make a face or show a picture. And then they can understand that. And then you can say, in my first children's book, it's called Belly Flies, and belly flies represents butterflies in your belly. And they work them out by, talking about them and walking or sharing. And so E for engage is to take the belly flies and say, okay, how do your belly flies, like if the child says, I have belly flies, how do they feel? Are they heavy or are they flying around? Or what color do you feel that they are? And once you address them, it's easier to let them go. And you're talking, you're sharing the moment. L is for listen. And of course, we all have to do that. Pardon me. And repeat back to them what they say so they know that you're listening. Like listen without your phone beside you,
Hmm.
which is hard nowadays to do. And the second L is love, which is huge. So you have to love yourself unconditionally. You have to love your child unconditionally. And we have to be patient with our child expressing their love, because neurodivergent children express it in all different ways, or it may appear to us that they're not expressing it at all. So we have to learn their feelings. And the Y is for yoga. And do you want me to go on
Yeah, yeah,
still?
please do, please do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. And then the F is for focus. It's focus on calm until settled, and just be in their world. And L is for lead. So you lead by example. And if you're giving chores or something, just list them so that it's not so big. List one or two at a time so so they don't get overwhelmed. My son used to, I could say clean the living room and he wouldn't know what to do.
Hmm.
I write it on a list, and I would come in and he'd be singing while he was vacuuming. It just breaks everything down and shows them what has to be done. I is for imagination, and that will help them spark their interest in things. You'll find what they're interested in, and it will help them to communicate their own stories. So if you encourage them to talk about stuff like that is just in their imagination, and have fun with it. E is for encourage,
Hmm.
and that would be reinforcing positive. Like if they're screaming and yelling, like take the positive out of that, and um, not that you don't have to tell them about the negative part of it, but encourage the positive much, much more. And then negative you won't give much attention to. So that will kind of guide them in the way that they want the attention by doing something positive. And S is for sensitive. And we have to be sensitive to their abilities and their challenges, and their that they are actually sensitive to light and sound, and they anything they could be sensitive to. So we have to be sensitive that every child is different, that if you're with another autistic child or anything, like anybody like that, there's not going to be the same. I heard somebody say, if you met one autistic child, you've met one autistic child, because they're not alike. But that's it. And the book goes into all different personal stories as well. And there's part of remember the why is one very, very important thing is when you're doing anything in your life, if you remember why you're doing it, it always brings you back. So you're a parent, frustrated and overwhelmed and tired and don't know where to turn. Just remember the love. Just remember the love, and that's the most important thing.
Exactly. Remember the love. So thank you so much, Kathy, for being a guest today. Thank you all for watching
Thank
and
you.
listening. If you have any questions for Kathy or me, please drop them down in the comments. And also, if you like this episode, drop us a like, subscribe, and see you all in the next episode. All the best. And Kathy, again, thank you so much. And see you.